So you're telling me that Ferrari, a team with the worst engine last season, just got pole position in one of the most power-sensitive tracks of the season, and it's their second pole position in a row? How did this happen? So before I start this video, I'm not going to get into the Leclerc crashing and then getting pole and then Sainz crashing to get Leclerc on pole position, because those are perfectly valid opinions, conspiracy theories, but this is a technical channel, so I'm not going to get into those. Sometimes I wish I was a conspiracy theory channel. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about the Monaco pole position. So the Monaco pole position was due to their car characteristics, so nothing to do with the crash. Ferrari were fast all weekend in Monaco, and the reason why they could get a pole position into Monaco, and an honest pole position at that, was because they have a very good car on slow speed corners and they don't have the best engine, but Monaco is also not a power sensitive track. So as you can see in Monaco, they barely reach 8th gear, so the engine is not a limiting factor. And what's more important is how you do the corners. And Ferrari has a chassis that does slow speed corners very, very well. So this compares with the Mercedes and the Red Bull, which are better in high speed or medium speed corners, even though the Red Bull is very good at slow speed corners also. But since Monaco is dominated by those slow speed corners where you need to get your nose in early, Ferrari got an advantage right there because their chassis is very good. So if Ferrari had a very good engine in the back, they probably would get a lot more of pole positions, but Monaco is the perfect combination of a track where engine power doesn't matter so much. The fact that their car is good on slow speed corners is a lot more important than the engine power, and that's why they got pole position. Okay, so now going into how they got pole position at Baku. So this is a totally different track. So okay, there's a lot of slow speed corners and Ferrari were very good in the middle sector, but there's also a lot of big straights. So why were they so good in a track where it's very power sensitive, where the bendy wings are such an advantage because teams need to extract all the downforce, but they also need all the straight line speed. And this is not one of the Ferrari's biggest advantage. So Ferrari is one of the teams with the best slow speed corners, but with one of the worst straight performances. And even if you see the interviews after the laps, Charles Leclerc actually described this lap as a shit lap. So how did they get pole position even though they get the shit lap? Well, they managed to get it with a bit of luck because Sainz and Tsunoda crashed in the last run, which stopped all the Mercedes and Red Bull teams from improving their times, but also because of the track positioning that Ferrari engineers gave Leclerc. So if you see Leclerc's lap in the first couple of sectors, it was quite scruffy. So he had a lot of understeer moments, as you can see on the screen right now, hopefully. It was by no means a perfect lap. And if you see Hamilton's lap, it was a better lap. But by giving Leclerc the perfect distance to Hamilton, he was able to catch a big toe down the straight. And if you don't know what a toe is when the car in front actually punches a hole through the air. So think of the air as a wall. The car in front will punch a hole through the air and it's the one doing all the work, whilst the car back can actually go into the split stream, which is the vacuum created behind the leading car, and actually not have to punch a hole through the air, which means a lot less of aerodynamic resistance or drag. And what this allows is for the car that's following to have a big advantage in the straight line speed, and this is what helped Ferrari. So in Baku, the straight line speed advantage is estimated to be around 0.6 of a second. So Leclerc was 0.2 ahead of Hamilton in the lap times, but 0.6 of that was due to the toe that Hamilton gave him. So if not for that toe, Hamilton would actually be on pole by 0.4 compared to Charles. So this is the advantage that the toe gave them, and Leclerc wasn't going to get that toe in the last run because Leclerc was actually the first one in the train to avoid something like Monaco where he crashed. So he was the first one in the train, so the first driver is the one who gets to punch the air and not the one who gets the right to have a toe. So by doing this, Leclerc actually put himself in a disadvantage for the second run, but on the first run, he was on a critical position and he was on the best spot because he got a big toe from Hamilton. And honestly, I'm not taking any credit away from Ferrari because you gotta be in it to win it, and you gotta make a lap in qualifying when the track is good, and you got to make sure that you get your lap in. So nothing stopped Hamilton or Verstappen from getting their toe and getting a better track position in the first run. They just didn't, and Ferrari did. So all credit to where credit is due to Ferrari, but that's how they got their pole position in Baku. And honestly, I don't think that this will keep happening throughout the season, because I don't think that Ferrari will have a lot of circuits, maybe with the exception of Hungary, especially with Singapore being cancelled, where there will be a lot of slow speed corners that they can enjoy. So I don't think that this run of pole positions will end, but I think this proves that Ferrari is making their strategy work and is maximizing their car, which is honestly much better than last year, because even though last year's car was also good on slow speed corners, it was nowhere near pole position in any street track. So hopefully now you understand why Ferrari is better, and let me know if I missed something in the comments below. I hope you guys liked this video, and this was just my quick qualifying reaction for the 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!